DeAndre's defensive play and the lift he gave you off the bench?
Did great. He's, what he's doing, and he's having a few breakdowns that we gotta, the stuff at halftime. I mean, we should have been up. It's a 5-point swing. Missing 2 free throws, and then because you missed the 2 free throws, going under on the ball screen on the one guy that can make shots. I told him, I said, yeah, we were up 20 instead of 15, and now they think they got hope. But it's not just him. We get, we're doing some of that. There were things today, again, some immature stuff that we did. And, but again, we're a young team, and we out-rebounded a good rebounding team by 18 rebounds. We hold them to 3 offensive rebounds, which means as a bounce back from giving up 20 at South Carolina is a good sign. Shooting the ball, I loved the way Darnell shot the ball, and Patrick shot the ball, and and DeMarcus again, another double-double. John had 9 assists. It was good stuff. Eric Bledsoe, I thought, won in that game and did well.
John, talk about the decision to start Dotson over Bledsoe.
It was my decision. It's a great thing when you're the head coach. You can make those kind of decisions.
Coach, what have you learned about your team today, especially coming off the loss?
We got a ways to go. We beat a good team now. Vanderbilt had won 11 in a row, and they remind me of my Massachusetts teams. We didn't have a big guy like they have, a couple of those big guys. But the other guys on that floor were like my UMass guys, and it's hard. They're not going to beat themselves. They're not going to have bad turnovers. They're not. You got to grind them out. And what we did, I hope you saw today, is we played a little more half court, because against South Carolina they held the ball and we shot it quick. And what was happening is we were on defense 75% of the time, so now we were looking for an easy basket, a layup, a post-up, and if it wasn't there, we wanted them to play in the half court. And we still, there were some errors. But again, we have almost 6 guys in double figure scoring. No one shoots it more than 12 times, and a bunch of 10s and 7s, and we're getting balance. And you saw that I tried to play Daniel and DeMarcus together, which we got to continue to do. I've got to spell John like we did, get him time off the court. Same with Eric Bledsoe, which is going to get time for Darius, Darnell, or Ramon, DeAndre. Whoever wants that time, get in there and play. No tentative about it, just play. Again, today I thought there were 5 or 6 shots that we passed on, and then we ended up taking a worse shot as the clock went down. And then I appreciate their unselfishness. But we got guys that are capable shooters. You got to let it go.
John, every time that they seemed to make a run, you all had an answer for it. And kind of talk about that. Rebounding was.
Well, the big shot I thought was DeAndre's 3, because we were teetering a little bit on not knowing what we were doing, and that skip pass. And I think Patrick may have thrown it. No, it wasn't Patrick. It was DeMarcus threw it, and he makes that 3. That was a big. That just took the wind out of their sails. And it was a courage shot. I mean, they're making their little run. You got to beat them back. We missed some free throws. Eric's not a guy that goes 5 for 11 from the line, but he does end up with 7 rebounds, our second leading rebounder. And Eric and John probably played a minute or 2 more than I want them to, but those numbers are starting to look how I want them to look.
John, can you talk about the sequence with the goaltending on DeMarcus and then the technical? What happened?
Well, he deserved, with what he said, he deserved the technical. He said he did not touch the ball, which I believed, but they called it. So I said, go to the monitor and check. It's not a play that you can go to the monitor. I thought I might fool them, but they knew that you cannot go and check the monitor on that kind of play. And so when he walked off and said what he said, he deserved to get a technical. And again, that's all. Let me just tell you, do you know how far he's come? He got punched in the head again today, and the official came over and said I should have called it. He did not respond to it. He did not. He got whacked, and it was like, why didn't you call it? I should have. Thank you. Now I don't have to say anything to the official. He knew he should have called it. But DeMarcus he's grown up. I mean, he's going to do dumb things at times, but we're out here with all those young guys. I mean, Daniel, the one-handed dunk. Come on now, put that thing in. A couple fouls that he made. I mean, that's all freshman stuff. But we got to stick with them. I got to get this little rotation going. I got to get those two big guys on the floor playing, which means we got to practice that way. And but to play for first place and to come out of the gates the way we played defensively. Now in the second half we were just trying to hold on to get the game over. But I thought the first half we really played.